Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. We're back with our third and probably our last episode of this playthrough. I don't know exactly how much we have left, but I feel like we can hammer out the rest of this game in this episode, and I'm really excited to get into it. If you missed last episode, I'll put it up here in the corner for you so you can check it out. And if you missed it, there's honestly a lot of hard stuff that happened. We learned about Barbara and how she got like eaten by a group of monsters or something. We just finished Gregory's story, which was really sad, about how he just died as a baby because like the water was turned on in the bath and all that stuff. Obviously you saw all that. That honestly hit kind of hard. Definitely hit a lot harder after I ended the recording. I was like, man, this game is really sad. It's got a lot of really hard stories about all these kids that are dying really young, but I'm excited to get back into it. I hope you're enjoying this series as well. If you are, as always, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I'm wondering if we can open any of these lockers. Maybe not.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Scared me. 4 poems for Gus. A poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Whoa.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Interesting. Oh.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Interesting.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. Make him cry.
Oh, this is the wedding right now. I just realized. Where am I looking? Oh, here we go. Wow. Where's all this going?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Okay.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Tent. That's over here. Okay. Is there anything to be done? Oh, here we go. We are wreaking havoc.
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh, we're about to just absolutely destroy this tent. Wait, no, there's more down here.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam.
Whoa.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
Man, he's 13.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
My goodness. I hope I didn't miss Edie. Edie's been a really big character, and I'm hoping this is... I mentioned last episode, I think this could be the kind of game where, like, you could miss out on characters. What is that sound? Okay. There's Dawn's bed. Nothing here, though. Oh, can definitely go around here. Up we go.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Oh,
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
I think Dawn is our mom. That might not be right though. Not.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay. Yeah, we knew about that. Lots of cool stuff. Wow. Okay, we can go out there. Well, hold on. Yep.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Okay. Guessing we're going out here.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh, okay. So Lewis would be our brother then. If that all checks out. We can go up or down. I don't think we can go down.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Too cool. Oh, yeah, there's
And to see
Milton.
kids in the house again.
We don't really know about Milton still, other than that he went missing. Okay.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Well, yeah, I think we're just going in. Little classroom.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
This is cool. Oh, this is
But
cool.
it didn't last.
Okay. Odin Finch. By Edith Finch. Oh, we made this. Cool. The curse. Okay. Yeah, because he was the one that built their house and all that stuff. I think he's like the first in the line of the family, I think. Anything that we can do here? I don't think so. Alright, I think we just press on. Whoa.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
We peek in. Yeah, Milton doesn't have a...
After Milton disappeared,
Oh,
the
no,
only
no.
thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Okay, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings. I did not mean to dip. That's on me. Guessing we can go in through this window. Okay. Oh. What is it?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, cool. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool. These are so cool. Door? So you gonna go through the door?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
So we still don't really know what happened to him. At least I don't. Okay. Anything else up here? I don't think so. Oh, here we go. I can go back down, I think.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Okay. So we're going out now. Oh, probably back out the window, I guess.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
It's like he uncovered a secret, maybe? I don't know. It's very interesting. Well, we can go here now.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Okay. Gosh, just...
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Okay. Man, 22 here for Lewis. He's so young. So sad. Can I go up here? Oh, I can't go up. Okay, so we gotta go around. I think the oldest person we've run into was Sam. Or, not Sam. Oh, come on. Walter, I think was the, yeah, Sam's only in his 30s. Yeah, Walter's the one who's in his 50s, which still is, I don't know. Still feels too young.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Nice. Big neon vibes here. Lewis Finch, locker contents. That's cool. Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Okay. Oh
Newly
my.
sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Oh, hold on.
wander.
Oh, I can move right now. Whoa, okay.
I asked him to describe it.
Oh, this is tricky. Two things at once here. Oh, we're gonna cut our hand off.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Oh, I'm so lost right now. This is
Then
hard.
something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Oh, that was cool.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Oh, cool.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a
really
whole
cool.
new Lewis. So I let him go on.
We're gonna cut our hand off.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Lewis Topia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
The people love me.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
It's scared I'm gonna cut my
All
hand
the
off.
cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
This game is such creative storytelling.
Conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Like, just the art style is so cool.
New Louisville.
Give me Lewis Land.
St. Louis.
Oh.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Oh. Interesting.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
give me a handsome queen.
handsome queen.
Wow, that's cool.
The queen was on her own quest for
Obviously, sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
Whoa.
He followed the sound of her
Clearly an electric sitar.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
East of the sun and west of the moon. Interestingly put.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh, that's a lot of fish.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
A god.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
It's gonna get me if we cut our hand.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Whoa. 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 That was cool. Okay. We're leaving
Began to
the...
forget the world we know.
It's our locker? This feels like our locker.
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
Oh, this is us.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Wait, what's our shadow? Our shadow looks like almost... I don't know.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Thank you guys. Thank you. You shouldn't have. Well, for me? Oh, you guys. What? What is all this? Guys.
Even a wise calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
This is too much. This is too much.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
We're gonna cut. I still feel like we're gonna cut our hand off, and I am very scared.
There's only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh my.
The rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Jeez. These stories, man, these stories are heavy. Man.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Okay. Here we go. There we go.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
This Edie's room?
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Edith, Mom. Oh, we're going up.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Aw.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another.
Oh.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I wonder if I missed some pieces of the story. Like we haven't seen Edie yet. Or Dawn. We haven't drawn any of those pictures. I wonder if I missed that. I might have. I hope I didn't. We'll find out though. Yeah, this is what we're reading on the boat at the beginning.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Surely we're gonna eavesdrop, right?
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Okay.
afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edie Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Are we gonna be able to make it to it?
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. No, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Okay.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Uh-oh. Edie. Hope I'm going the right way. No, I'm
For
turned
a
around.
while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Boy, I am lost.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Oh.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
I'm moving.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh, this is like, oh, we're like the baby. I think we're being born.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, wow. Wow. We're only 18 on that tombstone. That's it? Oh my goodness. Shirley Dallas. That's cool. So these are just the credits now? Wow, that is so interesting. I feel like there were still so many questions. I guess it's probably one of those games that's pretty... Oh, everything ends. It's probably one of those games that's like big, like interpretive kind, but like I feel like I still have so many questions of like, was there an actual monster? I thought we were going to be trying to find like the monster that took out like Molly and all of them. We still don't really know what happened to Edie, what happened to Milton. Like, why did we die? Like, why did Edith die when like, she was only 18? Did we die like giving birth to our child? Like what happened there? I feel like there's still so many questions, and I don't know if that's like the point. Maybe I missed some stuff, like maybe I missed a story or something. I don't know. I feel like there was so much that I still have questions about, and I don't know if I just missed it or what happened. But it was still a really cool game. I love the art style and like the storytelling. Like every time we went through one of those like stories, flashbacks, whatever you want to call it, like I was super immersed. Going into it knowing they died did not make it any easier or any less surprising when like they did die. Especially I think Sam, who got like knocked off by the deer, and Gregory who like died in the bathtub. Like those were heavy. I don't know. Those hit really hard. The Edith Finch team, 2012 to 2017. Interesting. Oh, what's happening? The end. Huh. Oh, weird. I feel like there was so much I missed. Oh, cool. Well, I mean, we got everybody, I think. So I don't know. I don't think we missed anybody. We see Dawn. That makes sense that we saw how, you know, they told in the story how Dawn died. It's curious that Edith doesn't have a death, like, date. But, like, Edie obviously dies. We don't know how Edie died, though. That's so interesting. Maybe I missed... You'll have to let me know down in the comments if I missed some stuff. I feel like there's still a lot of questions that weren't super, like, clearly answered, and maybe I just missed it, but obviously that's all we have for the game. So I really enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a really cool creative storytelling that it was short, but I was really intrigued the whole time, so I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you did as well. If you did, make sure to leave a like and drop a comment letting me know that you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe so you can check out the next video. Or if you can check out the channel, you can check out other games we have on the channel. We have a lot of games that are already up, but I think for now in here, that's all I got for you. So I appreciate you watching. I hope you know that Jesus loves you, and so do I. We'll see you in the next one.